Why don't we bring up Ida first? She was here. You got a quick glimpse of her with the feedback that happened. Ida is an amazing, relatively new member of Movie Makers. She's based out of Montreal, Canada. And what I love about Ida is she's one of the most positive, most encouraging people in our group. She loves welcoming the newcomers. We do all these challenges every month where you go live with somebody else in the group, so that you're doing a lot of collaborations. And Ida always wants to be the person who takes on the new people. It's like, give me the new people. I want to help them. I want to be there first. I want to support them. I want to cheer them on. And she's always a quick action taker. I mean, a lot of this stuff, it might be new, might be scary, right? But we do scary and we do new. And one of the trainings we did was on TikTok, and said, guys, Instagram is not the game anymore. TikTok is the game. If you want your content to reach people, you need to start making TikTok videos. I've been doing it. I showed my growth versus Instagram when she applied it. She's like, wait, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna download the app and I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see what's going on. And she took out her phone and started making videos in her car. And again, we talked about her going to almost 400,000 views in one video, gaining 12,000 followers in a week. And love to have you share a little bit of your story and what you've learned and the Movie Makers experience. And let's welcome Ida to the stage.
Hey, thank you, Evan. This is unbelievable for me. Do Am I on the spotlight right now? Because I don't know.
Yeah, you're on the spotlight. You're going
Okay.
live in front of
All
everybody.
you, girl.
I do scary things. Boom, 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 but I'm doing it. So, hey guys. So most of you have already seen me. So really, where do I start from? Finding movement makers, like I've said this to Evan before, finding movement makers was like the best thing that has happened to me in a really long time. Um, I came across Evan through Marie Furlieu. So actually, I was on Marie Furlieu's email list. And so I followed her, and then I followed her on Instagram. And then one day, Evan, you had Marie Furlieu on your Instagram. And so I popped in and I saw you interviewing Marie. And so I followed you. And then from there, I think somebody said, hey, there's stuff happening on Clubhouse, so go into Clubhouse. And so I jumped in on Clubhouse. And while I was there, I saw you. I'm like, wow, this guy is everywhere. And so I went into the Clubhouse room, and then I think you were playing a video on Les Brown. And that was the first time I ever heard about him. And in the thing, you had the message going saying, if you want to take action, if you want to get more on this, send me a message on Instagram. And so I did. And that's how I got into your community. I didn't even know about you before, no YouTube, no nothing. That's how I got to know you. And I started following you. And on every time you guys were going on Clubhouse, I would pop in there. And so on this day in December of 2021, when Movement Makers was celebrating the end of month challenge, I joined in there and I was like, okay, the energy, this is everything. This is what I've been looking for, because I know I'm a very pushful person, but sometimes you're too pushful for some people. And so you would really irritate some people, but you would, if you're in the right community, that is exactly the community you need to be in. And so just being on Clubhouse on that day, meeting you guys was like, wow, this is it. This is it. And so I joined Movement Makers from Clubhouse in December of 2021. And I just went all in. And so taking on the challenges, for me, it's just telling myself, you know what, I do difficult things. I like taking on challenges. And so whenever you came up with like, this is what we're going to do now, guys, I'll say, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And so going into the TikTok story, I had downloaded the TikTok app a few months before, and I only had like 35 subscribers on it. And so when you did the training, in the training, I know you've been pushing us to be able to get good on camera, just be able to press record and just go. And I had taken that and I started my YouTube channel, and I was doing the Instagram Reels when you said the Reels was a new thing. So I learned how to do the short form videos, but it wasn't going anywhere on Instagram. And so on this day, when you said, go try TikTok, I was like, okay, I've been doing this for some time. I don't see any progress. Have I destroyed my algorithm? Should I just start all over, or should I just keep going? And said, keep going, just keep going and keep doing it. And so just taking that message from you and just applying it, because I was already good-ish at doing the content, but I was doing more of Titan content, because I know you critique one of my videos the other time. It's like, this is too Titan content. You need to do twin content. And so for me, inspiration comes a lot when I'm driving, and that's why a lot of my videos are in the car. And so on this day, I was like, okay, what am I missing? I'm doing the videos. I know I have the stuff in my heart. I know, but when people watch my videos, they're not connected to in the way that I need them to be connected. And so on this day, the question I really asked myself was, okay, Ida, you came to this country so many years ago. What are the questions you were asking? And better yet, what are the questions you didn't ask because you didn't even know to ask those questions? But that if you knew, those things would actually make your life a little bit better. And so that question made me say, okay, one thing in Canada, like you all know, if you're in Canada, you pay a lot of taxes. And it's not like, I mean, you get a lot of things for the taxes you pay, but why pay more taxes than you have to, right? And so I'm saying there are people I know who are struggling because it's low income and stuff like that. What message can I give to them so that they can keep a little bit more in their pocket so they could get a little bit better with their finances? And so I took a message which says basically the one about the child tax benefit. You get this for your kids. And if you put into your RSP and blah, like I just went through the message a little bit. It was like a 6-minute video I did. And I said, wait, this is too long for TikTok, but it's not 8 minutes. So it's not long enough for, I mean, it's okay for YouTube, but it's not long enough based on Evan's message. It's not long enough for YouTube. And so what can I do with this? And so I took that 6-minute video and I chopped it up into like 3 or 4 1 minute, 1 to 2 minute videos. And then I put that little portion of it onto onto TikTok. On this day, my following was already like 561 based off of the messages that you had just following what you had said before. And so I posted this when I was leaving work. And then by the time I got home, it was like 100 followers more. I'm like, wow, this is it. And so I'm sitting there beside my husband and I'm saying, you know what? I got 100 followers today. And it's like, he's surprised that I'm surprised. Like, but don't you know you're good? I'm like, I know, but I haven't had results before. And so I'm just sitting there. And the only thing I wanted, and I told Milko before, I said, the only thing I want to do is to be able to get to 1,000 followers so I can go live on TikTok. I said, I want to get to 1,000 so I can go live on TikTok. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching my phone and the comments keep coming in, the subs keep coming in. And I'm like, wow, this is happening. 500, it went to 800. I'm like, wow, okay, I'm going to wait to see what happens. By the time I went to bed, it crossed 1,000. I was like, I was high-fiving my husband. I was like, yeah, we did it. We did it. And so he was really excited about it. And I went to bed. By the time I got up in the morning, that video had given me like 3,000 subscribers. So 1,000 a night, I was like, okay, I'm going to go live on TikTok by the end of the week. In the morning, it was at 3,000. The next morning, when I woke up, it was at 5,000. I was like, okay, I'm not going to share this yet. Let's wait and see how it goes. I went to work. And by the time I came back from work, it was 8,000. So I woke up at 5,000. The next morning was at 8,000 subscribers. So 5,000 more in a day. And today, like that's the video that has given me like so many subs, so many followers. And yeah, that's where it is. So right now it's at 11,100 or so, getting close to 12,000. But people just keep coming in on that. And so many shares, so many comments, so many questions. Of course, there are some people who will be negative on it. It's like, oh, you're trying to cheat the government and stuff. But the purpose of the message is to educate people. And that's what I have to remind myself that this is why you're doing this. So there's somebody you're helping with the message. So keep doing it. Yep.
I love it. And that's all happened in what, a week?
In a week. Yeah. Because Movement Makers was Thursday, right? Thursday last week. And today is what, Saturday. And we're at 12,000 almost.
That's incredible. And it's incredible like that Ida stepped up and took action and had no idea what she was doing. It's like, okay, whatever, I'll give it a shot and just post in the car and creates, but also taking the feedback to say, hey, like not the Titan hero content of what Oprah might post. Like, what do you want to post? What do you want to talk about? And it seems weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense at the beginning to like, if I make a video about the child benefit in Canada, that this is going to be the thing that blows up. But it's like, that's what people really care about. Like, she's got expertise. People are confused. They don't know what to do. And posting a video and then blows up. And I know you got another one that has 100,000 views and others that are starting to take off. And it's amazing. One, just you're an awesome human. And I wanted you to be up here and share your story. We have a section we use a Discord inside of Movement Makers for people to kind of share their wins. And I'm following along with Ida's wins. And it's like every day she's posting, like, oh my God, I crossed 1,000 followers. Wow, I'm up to 4,000. I just crossed 8,000. I'm at 12. It's like, it just keeps going up. And it's like, it's amazing to see the wins and the action and the results. And I know you're sharing people who are like messaging you now on Instagram who come from TikTok to say, "Hey, Ida, I want to work with you," or "How do I XYZ?" and building your contacts. Um, and so it's possible, and Ida is living proof that the work you're doing can go have an impact, but also that nice people win. Like if you guys are movie makers, you already know how awesome Ida is. And if you're new, then like Ida is an amazing human. And that's who we're trying to collect, right? Like collect good people. And so Ida, I mean, thank you for sharing your story. And it's amazing to have you as part of Movie Makers.
Thank you, Evan. You are an inspiration. Like I've been looking to someone like you. So thank you for being you.
Thank you.